Hi, welcome back to Rivetea. Welcome if you are new here. Go and check out the other episodes on my channel. I have been recapping season 1 of Love and Marriage DC, which season 2 is coming back tonight. It will be here. So I've been recapping this. I'm Longhair Linda, by the way. I have been recapping this now on my channel just to try and get myself up to speed with where we are so I can be watching Love and Marriage DC every week on the OWN network. So right now I'm recapping the final part of the reunion, which is technically episode 12. So again, go check my channel if you haven't seen the other videos so that you can get yourself up to speed. Please go watch the show as well. Give me a little subscribe too, it'd be nice. Thank you. Okay, on to the reunion part 2. So the final part of season 1 reunion kicks off at the point where Winter claims to have information on rumours surrounding Jamie and Quick. And Carlos wants clarification on this male friend of Winter's that Ashley is claiming Winter is intimate with. Ashley says a family friend reached out to the Silvers after episode 2 aired, saying that Winter couldn't eat or sleep and was crying in the corner. Quick says that his friend, or this friend, is a friend of Winter's male friend. There's a lot of friends here, so we're going to call Winter's friend Toothless. So apparently Toothless wanted to talk to Quick because Winter was going through a mental breakdown, and they don't play about mental health in the Silver household. Carlos asks if Toothless is the one feeding Winter the information that she has about the husbands, and Winter says no. Ashley says Toothless literally said he's given Winter ammunition because I know them in real life. This is apparently this Toothless person. Winter says that she told Toothless not to say that and to stop being messy. So maybe he'd been saying this online. And Ashley says, oh, now you know the truth? You ain't told the truth in 10 weeks. Points were made. Carlos asked point blank if the information that Winter has is rumours or are they facts. And Queen Doublespeak won't confirm or deny because it's not her place to show the receipts that she has. Jamie and Quick tell her she doesn't know them, and she's even said before that she doesn't know them. But Winter clarifies that these receipts that she has were sent to her by people, but she doesn't want to pull them out. So Jamie's like, why bring it up? Okay, question that needs answers. Will we get these answers? Probably not. But I would like to know, why are you bringing it up? Why are you saying you have receipts? Why are you even talking about these rumours so much? And also, you were talking about rumours throughout the whole show. So what's going on here? Like, are you actually going to say what you know? Because if not, why bring it up? I don't know how Queen Doublespeak can keep going like this. I go, are you not tired? I mean, I guess liars don't tire, allegedly. Carlos goes on to make the point that while he respects Queen Doublespeak not wanting to share her so-called receipts, he does think it's fair to the men being accused that he asks these questions. I'd go one step further and say that a receipt is only a receipt if it is produced as evidence, because you need to give the person that it addresses, that this receipt is about, to actually have the opportunity to, you know, defend themselves or say something. Like, isn't that what evidence is? Like, isn't that what happens? Carlos acts like he's moving on, but asks Winter if the receipts are photographs of infidelity, and she says yes. She has photos, texts, and records, proof of what people have done. These receipts were sent to her after the show aired, which is why she doesn't want to produce them, because they were sent to be dirty. Well then, what are you? And like I said, you have been talking about these rumours now the entire show. So if they were sent to you 48 hours after the show aired, how come you were talking about them on the show? The lies. The lies. Anyway, a little argument starts again, but Carlos wants to give everyone a breather before moving on. So after the break, Carlos is unfortunately back on these receipts. Winter asks if she can be honest about when she was sent the receipts. Oh, so you haven't been honest this whole time then. Got it. Winter makes yet another allegation and says the rumours she mentioned on the show was specific to Quick. She allegedly worked with someone who claimed to have been intimate with Quick in the past. The new receipts that she received were sent in the past 48 hours. Quick and Jamie are defending themselves at this point and talking about the receipts, and Quick and Ashley receive, they say they receive these all the time. Like, they can always be explained away, especially pictures of Quick with fans when he's working. A lot of the time, Ashley herself is there, or it's just a picture, with a fan. Ashley says those pictures would literally need to be of Quick actually in bed with someone while he was naked for her to take them seriously. But of course, Winter won't confirm when Carlos asks if those are the types of photographs that she claims to have. Quick wants to move on, and Jamie is trying to find out why Winter would want to try and ruin their marriages. Monique doesn't necessarily regret bringing Winter around the group, but she wants to know if she thinks that they're supposed to be acting, because she doesn't know this version of Winter. Chris says he and Monique, along with the Tylers and Lyons, talked to Winter privately after the blow up at Ashley's selfie event and said they don't do rumours and they're not trying to tear down families. Like, they're not trying to do this on TV. So that's not what they signed up for. And Ashley points out that she didn't need to have a dinner with them to know that. Winter addresses the private conversation and says she only got told about this pact after the selfie event. What, so you thought it would be fine to ruin marriages on TV? Ashley says, well, you're a grown-ass woman. You shouldn't have to be told not to bring up rumours about people's marriages. And Ashley addresses all the doublespeak that Winter does. Ashley hit the nail on the head for me, because Queen Doublespeak has spent this entire season doing one thing. 3 things. She has spent this entire season doing 3 things, right? Telling her business unprovoked. Talking about people's marriages while pretending to be the type of person that doesn't talk about people's marriages. And telling lies. So then we get a montage for the Did I Do That episode, well, couple of episodes now, throughout the season, of Monique basically getting involved in the mess and apparently making it worse, but I don't know if it was her fault, but whatever. So fair warning, I'm going to be summing up this portion very quickly because I'm so tired of this winter drama storyline. I really am over it. I actually can't be bothered to rehash it all like this, especially after talking about it on the other videos on my channel. So please feel free to go and check them out. I can't do this again. Winter thinks her and Monique's friendship, they've maintained it. It's normal, but Monique was trying to be in the middle of her and the ladies on the show. If Winter had known all of this drama would have been part of the show, she wouldn't have done the show. Girl, you are the drama. The core is coming from inside the house. Monique thinks Winter loves the drama and gets a kick out of being on reality TV, and references her appearance on Carlos King's after show called The Nightcap. And, she's looking like she's having a great time, but claiming the Tylers are all cheating on each other. She's trying to act like I watched that clip, not a fan. Monique says that, she knows good and well that she doesn't know the Tylers. She's never spent any real time with them. Jamie adds that she attacked them again today and could end their marriages with these lies. Quick says rumours, social media and reality TV can't break up strong marriages. They only expose weak ones and then can potentially end them. And Chris adds that they shouldn't be doing that to each other though. But yeah, Carlos obviously loves the statement that Quick made. He's a reality TV producer, makes a lot of money from couples agreeing to be on his show. So, but also he does go on to say that it's, your actions that you constantly do that ruins marriages. Winter admits that she owes them all an apology. I'm so sick of this lady. I'm so sick of this lady with the ups and downs and the twists, and I can't do it. But anyway, so now she's apologizing and she would like to move forward with them because a lot of the season was impacted by what she was going through. What about your behavior since? And in hindsight, she would have said things differently. Like you did tonight? Oh, okay. Ashley does not accept her apology because she accepted her apology before and thought everything was fine after they had a good time at the show's premiere party and DM'd each other the next day, but Winter still carried on acting a fool online. It looks like the other couples don't accept this apology either. Monique says her and Winter are fine. They have gone right back to the way they were before. They never really hung out like that. And people have even asked her, Monique specifically, why Winter wasn't at her pool party when the other ladies from the show were. The rest of the ladies are clearly actual friends. Like, they have a group chat and they talk daily. And Monique was hoping to create a unit that included Winter, the Winter that she knew, but it just didn't happen. And she didn't want to keep forcing her on her friends. Carlos is wrapping up and is about to dismiss Winter, thank God, and says at the end of the day, they all came to the resolution that when it comes to rumours, that's off limits because it can take things to a very dark place, and that's not what this show is about.
Are you sure?
After the break, Carlos talks about the sacrifices the ladies have made to raise kids and, support their successful husbands. Irena says the Tyler's experience is a little different because they were both working sort of 10 to 11 hours a day. She was the one raising the kids, so she had to leave her job halfway through the day to make sure Jason was getting the services that he needed at 2 years old. Irena missed out on a lot while Jamie worked, extra part-time jobs and could go out with his friends. And when she did try to start going out with her friends as the kid got older, Jamie wasn't happy about it. Carlos points out that Jamie doesn't look happy right now as Irena's talking, and Jamie says she's exaggerating and talks about him also playing a part in raising those kids. Irena points out that he did great, but she did do a lot more than he did and even had to learn Braille to help Jason. Jamie is not happy with the mention of him going out because he's not happy about it. Irena says, look, it's different for mums. Jamie says, Irena exaggerates everything. Irena says the reason she said that is because when he was getting ready to go out, she was the one stuck with the kids. And Jamie, with his usual response to these things that he doesn't like hearing, says, that was 20 years ago. So how was she exaggerating if it was true, Jamie? So it's either you're exaggerating or that was just true, but it was 20 years ago, so get over it. It can't be both. What's extra annoying to me is that we always seem to coddle men in the way that Monique did in this clip. You have to keep telling them, oh, you're a great dad, like all these things, right? And he probably is. I'm not trying to take that away from him. He does seem like a good dad, right? But it doesn't take away from Irena and what many other women have to go through and what they're saying about raising kids, right? If you're both working but the labor of raising kids is mostly placed on the mother, that is a lot of sacrifice, right? And it doesn't matter which parent it is, even if the parent is a stay-at-home mom, that's a lot in and of itself. But if you're both working, yeah, it's just not. I have problems with this clearly, and things like this really irritate me. And Jamie's talking about going out on a guy's trip for the weekend because that's what men do. Okay, cool. But Irena looked after those kids on the weekend while you were on your guy's trip. So could she have gotten up and just gone out on a girl's trip for the weekend? And you would have just been stuck by yourself raising the kids? Would that have been okay? Carlos asks if Quick thinks that Jamie is exaggerating, and Quick says yes. Quick talks about what I was just saying about, parenting looking very different for fathers and mothers, in that how people look at fathers versus how people look at mothers in society. So he gives the example of, if Ashley and the kids are at the supermarket and the kids are acting up, she would be viewed as a terrible mum, versus Quick in that situation, because if Quick goes at the supermarket with the kids and they're acting up, everyone would just be so proud of him for being a great dad and, oh, he's just trying. Jamie feels like he's not heard in this marriage because of Irena's exaggeration, painting him in a light that isn't true, because Irena is talking about the early years, whereas as the kids got older, his schedule allowed him to do all the things that she was doing before, while she then was able to go to work. Irena says the difference is he would take them to school and pick them up, but she's talking about spending time with them, learning Braille, watching them do homework, going to meetings at Jason's school. He apparently only ever went to one meeting, and Irena just wants credit for all that she does, but Jamie says he does give her credit on many different platforms. Ashley points out that Monique is asking for the things that she's asking of Chris now, so that in 30 years they don't have these same problems as Irena and Jamie. The Tylers haven't quite gotten around, they've gotten around but they haven't gotten through their problems, is basically what she's saying, right? So Monique then points out that Irena is bringing it up because there's still trauma there, while Jamie is just trying to get over it because it happened so long ago. You know what? Monique was onto something on this one. I 100% agree with everything she said there. Pushing things just kind of saves them for later, right? Sweeping everything under the rug doesn't mean the dirt's actually gone. You're just going to have to deal with it later. And at that point, it's probably going to be way worse. So you have to clean it. You have to clean under that rug. You have to. And you have to address these things as difficult as they can be, because it will just sit there and the resentment is so much worse than just dealing with the issues head on. Again, I'm not in their marriage. I'm not Irena or Jamie. And I can only speak from a logical point of view and how I would hope to deal with certain situations after a 26-year marriage, right? I hope that I would be bringing things up throughout the time so that we can get through them and not just get over them and then I'm now sitting there with resentment, or my partner's sitting there with resentment, right? I think that's the main thing. So yeah, Monique killed it. She killed it with that. So in the break, the couples have gone to their dressing rooms and Jamie is giving Irena a hard time for talking about these things on TV. Clearly, Jamie didn't hear Monique. He's worried about how he looks and how their marriage looks. He's just getting triggered and says that she's about to push him to a place that he doesn't want to go. I don't like that. After the break, Carlos talks about how different marriages work for different people, and even if they don't work for the world, it doesn't matter because, well, half the world is lonely anyway. That's a fact. After going, getting all of his appreciations out of the way, Carlos introduces the real star of the show, Jason, and of course, little Jamie. So, for Jason, well, he tells Carlos he knows he emerged as the fan favourite. He's made progress at doors, so once he is clear to start working, he can finally move out. He's glad he finally got accepted into doors because he would have had to go off. Jason still wants to work for Apple and thinks that he'd be perfect to teach people with disabilities to work with their phones. I love that idea. Make it happen, Jason. Irena and Jamie had no apprehensions in bringing Jason to the forefront, and Jamie calls Jason a genius and breaks down into tears, talking about how, he just wanted so much for them in their lives. So, yeah, I can relate to that. I'm sure it's not been easy raising Jason, raising the kids, doing everything they've needed to do. Even if Irena did play a bigger role, especially in the earlier years, it's still not easy to go through that. So yeah, I feel for him in that moment. Little Jamie. So he says that the court situation is still ongoing, but he has high hopes for not doing too much jail time. He knows that he has to stay out of trouble and he's just going to keep doing what he's doing now. He and Jamie now have a great relationship because he feels that he has matured, so he can relate to his dad better. Jason is still hoping to get a girlfriend, so he's hoping that, he can get a girlfriend through the show. And Carlos is like, I can make that happen. And you know what? If anyone can do it through the reality TV space, I'm sure Carlos King can. So the final part of the reunion is here now, and Carlos tells the couples that they have survived. Ashley says, well, most of them survived, pointing to the empty seat where Winter once sat. Quick is worried that his grandmother has been watching and that the church will now be putting him in a prayer circle. The Silvers update Carlos on how they are doing career-wise, but the main thing is that Quick is ready to out-vacation everybody now. Jamie says he learned a lot, about his kids, his wife, his attitude, and he's working on it. Irena is working on a new ladies product called Perfect by Irena, and she's working on letting Jamie eat. Quick wants to know when the last time, they did the do. When was the last time, guys? And the Tylers were like, last night. And Quick says all the couples did last night, just not together. Carlos moves on to the Samuels, is excited for them to be back on reality TV, and Chris says he wants to continue listening to his wife and working on himself. Monique says they're in a much, much better space and says that only Carlos could have got them to do reality TV again. And Chris says that everyone has been wonderful. Carlos says the cast have set TV ablaze and proposes a toast to a great season and many more to come. Well, listen, the show was picked up for season 2. It starts tonight. I'm going to be recapping these weekly, so come back tomorrow to my channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. If you like this video, please like and share it. And if you have any suggestions of any TV shows you want me to get into, please let me know. I do watch quite a bit of reality TV, but not a great deal. And so, yeah, let me know what shows you guys are into. If you want me to recap any other ones, I can check them out. Until then, catch you later.